Okay. The home stretch this week. Finishing off Sefer Shmos. Vayakhel Pekudei. Vayakhel Moshe Kol Hadas Bnei Yisrael. Moshe assembled the whole Hadas Bnei Yisrael. V'yomer Aleim, and he said to them, Eila advorim shetziv Hashem lasos osam. These are the things that Hashem had commanded you to do. Now it's interesting. Rabbi Yochanan says in Shabbos, in Kol HaGodol, we have Lamates Malachos. Now, where do the Lamates Malachos learn from? From the Mishkan. All the creative activity in the Mishkan, those are the Malachos that you're not permitted to do. However, we have Avos and we have Toldos, right? We have primary halachas, then you have what we call derivatives, subcategories of the malacha. For instance, if you put a seed in the ground, what is that called? That's called zorea. If you put a shrub in the ground, that's called notea. Notea, zorea is the same malacha. Correct? Let's say a person does inadvertently two malachas. Inadvertently. Person plants and he reaps. Inadvertently. How many chatos does he have to bring? He has to bring 2 chatos. Why? Because zorea is one malacha. Kotzer is a separate malacha. Let a person inadvertently, he puts a seed in the ground and puts a sapling in the ground, a shrub in the ground. How many malachas, how many chatos does he have to bring? He has to bring 1. Because zorea is when you put a seed in the ground, and notea is when you put a sapling in the ground, but it's the same malacha. It's not a different malacha. What's the halacha if you go and water a plant? You water a plant. A plant that's growing, you water it. What's the malacha? The malacha is what? It's a tolda of zorea or notea. If you do a tolda in an av, inadvertently, you bring 1 chatos. Okay? You bring 1 chatos. Why? Because it's a subcategory, because it's a tolda of zorea or notea. Zorea and notea is the same malacha, and this is a tolda of zorea and notea watering. Okay? Let's say you go and you prune a tree. Pruning is what? Is enhancing the growth of the tree. So pruning is what? That's a tolda of notea. Therefore, again, you do it inadvertently on Shabbos together with what? How many chatos do you bring? You only bring 1 chatos, because that's all the same malacha. Same malacha. But there's certain malachas which are very similar. For instance, you have winnowing and you have borer. Or you have maraked. That's separating the essential from the non-essential. But it's different stages. Each one's a separate malacha. So now the question is, how do I know what to categorize as a subcategory and one as an independent category? We say the lamates malachos, right? Where do we come up with the number 39? Maybe there's 60. Or maybe there's less, because many seem very similar to the others. And yet sometimes I categorize something as an av, sometimes I categorize it as a tolda. It's all learned from the words Eila hadvorim. What I'm talking about is Tosas and Shabbos. Elu numerically is what? Is 36. Hadvorim, you have dvorim is 2, and the hey is in the dvorim. Could have said Elu dvorim. What's hadvorim? So Rabbi Yochanan says, from here we learn lamates malachos. So Tosas goes to explain, because otherwise I wouldn't know exactly how to divide it up. How many ovos do you have? How many toldas do you have? This gives me just an idea. We have to somehow figure out the 39. And with which are the 39, then we'll start working on what the subcategories, what the toldas of those malachos are. Okay? It's the morning Shabbos. Firstly, you could ask a better question. What's lasos? Here we're talking refrain. Right? It's a refrain. It's not lasos. It's an inaction. It's not an action. Okay? We'll talk. If it's a shogeg. It's called Helam Echod. Person could plant a whole orchard every minute of Shabbos, 24 hours he's planting. Brings one chatos for the. He thought it was Sunday, or he never knew you're not permitted to plant on Shabbos. No, bring one chatos. One chatos. Okay. No, it's all derived from it's all derived from the psukim. Everything's based on psukim over here. 39. It's based on this limud. Eila hadvorim. You take a look at the Balaturim. Over here he brings the Gemara. Eila hadvorim doshu bikan l'shloshim v'teishim melochos l'shabbos k'min eileh udvorim mashma shnayim v'hei hadvorim l'rabos echod or achas harei lametes. Just quoting the Gemara. He says, "Va'afilu b'kama komas ksiv el hadvorim." Below Darshinile, he very often says el hadvorim. We don't interpret it to mean anything significant. Shani hocha d'chsiv b'mlech hamishkon zeh hadover. V'shori hocha lichtov el hadvorim lidrasha. It says zeh hadover. Okay. No, they're not malachos. Eish is. Eish is. It is. It's only regarding. It's within the 39, except there's a machlos with Yichai v'chatos. It's a machlos tanoim. Correct. It's not a malacha. You're not doing a malacha there. Okay. Ramban here. Okay, just a little further. Sheishes yomim teose melocho. Does the sheishes yom tase teose? That means the work should be done, not you should do. Right? Teose melocho uviyom ashviyi elochem kodesh Shabbos Shabbos Lashem. The seventh day, Yeh Lochem Kodesh, Shabbos Shabbos Lashem. Closer Bo Melochem Yumos. Whoever does Meloch on Shabbos is deserving of death penalty. So Rabbi Simcha says it earlier in the Meshech Chochmah. We find by Shabbos it's Shabbos Shabbos Lashem. And Rashi always says Yom Tiv Melechus Ochel Nefesh is permitted, right? Food-related activity, you're allowed, you're permitted. Shabbos, Yom Kippur, it says Shabbos Shabboson. I mean, not only you're not permitted to do Melechas Avodah, but even Melechas Ochel Nefesh you're not permitted to do. Right? Even though Yom Kippur is Yom Tiv, but you're not permitted to eat. Shabbos, although you're permitted to eat, but you're not permitted to do Melacha. So Shabbos is Melechas Avodah, the second Shabboson is Melechas Ochel Nefesh. Yom Tiv, it's only Shabboson, because only one type of Melacha you're not permitted to do. Okay? But it's Lashem. So he explains that the whole idea of Shabbos is the avod is being odin lamokum. The focus is on your relation with Hashem. Yom Tiv, the avod is being odin lachavero. Fresh food, you transport, you bring food to others. It's the social interaction among Jews. So he goes to explain the Yom Tiv is bein odin lachavero, and Shabbos is bein odin lamokum. That's Shabbos Shabbos and Lashem. No, what's the focus? What's the avodas hayom? What should be one's focus? No, they're both. Davening is that's an obligation. Talking about what should be one's focus to focus on improving and perfecting bein odin lachavero, or it's the bein odin lamokum. So on Shabbos you have nothing to do. You don't have to have anything to do with people. It's a mitzvah oneg. Davening in shul has nothing to do. You have to do with people. There's a mitzvah to daven with a minyan. That's unrelated. That's not bein odin lachavero. That's bein odin lamokum. Bein odin lamokum manifests itself within the context of the minyan. Okay, let's see the Maral. Where the cup.